What's going on? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon MLB DFS video. It is Monday. It is May 8th, and we are back. So, didn't have a video since last week. I was out all weekend golfing and stuff. We won one of the flights of the tournament, which was awesome. So, we are back. Huge shout out to everyone who subscribed to FTA Plus on Fantasy Team Advisors. Just this weekend was huge. Big shout out to everyone who subscribed to the YouTube page in the past month. We're always having contests, so a couple of the contests that we're doing: be a subscriber, like this video. If this video gets 50 likes, one of the people that comment in this video will be thrown into random.org and we'll choose a winner. So if you want to try to win a free month of MLB DFS Plus sports betting for getting 50 likes on this video, make sure you're a subscriber. Make sure you leave a comment down below. The other way to do it is to get just an MLB DFS month pass. Like the video, be a subscriber, and tell me who's going to hit a home run and what inning they're going to hit it in. You can win every day. You can win the full year of MLB if you continuously play, be a subscriber, and win. So good luck to everybody. We are going to look at the games today. Shorter games, 11 total games. We have 8 on the main slate, but we're still going to cover all of the games. So what we do, if you don't know what we do in these videos, they're sometimes a little bit longer, but they're packed full of information. We're going to go through every single pitcher on this slate, and then we're going to see their numbers, how they've fared in the past against the actual active roster. And then a little bit further, we're going to dig into it. We're going to look at how, after that, we're going to look at the bats. So we're going to go through all of those. If you want to see an abbreviated version and certain, like 5 pitchers and then 3 plays at each position that we do like, click the link down below in the description. That is today's article. And there's a bunch of information there. So we're going to go over what's on the website as well afterwards too. And because a lot of people have been asking, so we're going to do that afterwards. So good luck to everybody. Let's dig right into it. So the first game on the day, I should say, the Tigers at the Guardians. You've got Joey Wentz versus Tanner Bibee. Now, Tigers have been underdogs pretty much every game. They won Friday and Saturday against the Cardinals. Now they're facing the Guardians on the road. Neither of these pitchers have faced the other team before. And if you've been here before, you know that I really love taking a chance on them. But these guys are ones that are GPP only for me. So Joey Wentz against the Guardians. Now the Guardians can hit. Jose Ramirez can hit. Miles Straw's there. You got Steven Kwan leading off, even though it's a lefty-on-lefty matchup. Rosario. I mean, you have all these bats that can hit, but they've never seen him before. So I don't mind Joey Wentz as a GPP. I'm not trusting him in cash. Same thing with Tanner Bibee. They've never faced him before. Obviously, we've used him, and he's actually gotten us some fantasy points that I was very surprised about. 2 starts ago, I think it was. Either 1 or 2 starts ago. So we're going to continue with that. So absolutely love both of these for GPP. So you're playing a 3-game early slate, essentially, if you're playing with these guys, unless you're playing the all-day slate, which I wouldn't suggest. But if you are playing like an early-only slate, you got to get a little creative. So I don't mind either of these guys at all, really. Then you got the Rockies. At the Pirates, you've got Kyle Freeland versus Mitch Keller. Kyle Freeland, 79 plate appearances, giving up 309 batting average. So we will dig into these numbers a little bit because they seem a little bit high, but maybe they're not. 16.5 K percentage there. And then Mitch Keller, on the other hand, 64 plate appearances, only striking out 18.8 K percent and a 321 batting average. So to be completely fair with you, I don't know if I'll have any exposure. There's just other pitchers on this day that I will have exposure to, specifically if you're playing this early only slate. So kind of looking at what Kyle Freeland has done, what batters have had success against him. So looking at that, Kutch, 9 for 30, a double and a home run, 7 strikeouts. It is 21.2 K percentage there, but he's walking almost 10%. But he has 300 batting average, so I do like that. Austin Hedges, 5 for 11 with a double. He's batting .455. Brian Hayes, 2 for 7. not much. Same thing with Brian Reynolds, 2 for 7. Rodolfo Castro, 1 for 3 with a double. So the numbers are a little bit skewed just because you've got 455, 333, 300. But the rest haven't really had success against him. So this is why I tell you, hopefully you learn something from us, because on the surface, you're looking at this and all you see are the numbers. You see he's giving up a 309 batting average. Okay, I'm going to go away from him. Your first initial thought is probably that. You got to dig into the numbers, and that's why we were here. Because I know a lot of you guys don't have a bunch of time. Maybe you're at work, you're listening to this video, so you can hear what we're talking about. So there are players that I would take against Freeland. Kutch, Hedges, Brian Hayes. It really just depends. I don't think, personally for me, I'm not going to be playing these 3 early games. We're going to look at them. We're going to touch on them. But I'm not going to be doing much with this. I'm going to focus with the main slate that starts with Oakland at the Yankees. But we're going to look at these for you guys. So on the flip side, Keller batting 321 against him. Which ones? Let's see who's had success. Moustakas 5 for 12, a double and a home run, batting 417. Chris Bryant 5 for 8, 2 doubles, batting 625. I mean, those numbers are astronomical. They're the reason all of this, that it's up there. Profar 2 for 8 with a double. Ryan McMahon 1 for 4 with a double. Not a lot. I mean, the one home run is Moustakas. This isn't in Coors. This is in Pittsburgh. I don't mind Mitch Keller a little bit. The numbers are very skewed just because of these two right here. 625 and 417 are going to bump that number up to 321 pretty easily. So I don't mind that. I don't know if I have exposure to him, but you could be looking at some of the bats out of there if you're playing the early slate. Then the Rays at the Orioles is the next game for the early-only slate. Shane McClanahan versus Kyle Gibson. McClanahan, 116 plate appearances, 241 batting average, striking out 27.6% of those batters. And then Gibson, on the other hand, 36 plate appearances, only 16.7 K percentage, but a 382 batting average, which we will dig into these a little bit. So what Orioles bats have had success against McClanahan in the past? Austin Hayes, 3 for 18 with a home run. It's 167. Anthony Santander, 5 for 17, 1 double, 1 home run. Batting 294, not bad. Cedric Mullins, 6 for 17, has 2 home runs. Good option there, righty-lefty matchup. And it is in Baltimore. Ryan Mountcastle's only 1 for 15. Mateo's 4 for 10 with a double. Ramon Urias, 4 for 13 with 3 doubles. Luis Torrens, 1 for 4, but that one hit was a home run. So honestly, don't mind. It depends on who we're getting out there, what the order is, but I don't mind Mullins, Santander, Austin Hayes, Adley. I don't mind Adley. I know he's 0 for 4, but still a stud. And then what Tampa Bay bats have had success against Kyle Gibson? Probably a lot. Kyle Gibson, not very many. Brandon Lau, 4 for 13 with a double and a triple. Yandy, 3 for 7, 429 there. Rosarena, 2 for 5. Isaac Paredes, 3 for 3 with a double. So not much, but it is Tampa Bay. They're really good. So I honestly probably would stack Tampa Bay against Kyle Gibson. So that's the first part of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over the main slate now. Same thing. If you stick around to the end of the video, we're going to go over everything we have at Fantasy Team Advisors right now and what you can get over there, which is a lot of information for you. Hopefully it's very helpful. Athletics at the Yankees is the first game on this main slate. You got J.P. Sears versus Nestor Cortez. Sears, 15 played, a former Yankee who got traded over for Lou Trevino, I believe, last year. I think so. 15 plate appearances, 333 batting average, 20%. So it hasn't faced them much. Basically a start, an abbreviated start or a relief appearance of some sort. And then Nestor Cortez, on the other hand, 11 plate appearances, 27.3, 222 batting average. Now, honestly, I really love Nestor in this one. That's why he's the picture of the video and the article. It's Oakland, so, they're not that good. I would like this game a little bit more if it were in Oakland and not at Yankee Stadium, but I'll take what I can get. Yankees bats have had success. 15 plate appearances isn't much. Yeah. Glaber 0 for 3. I mean, Oswaldo Cabrera 3 for 3 with a triple. So if he is in there, he's a switch hitter. Probably is in there. I do like him. I do like a Yankee stack. So if I'm looking at one, depending on what the lineup is, who's out there, if Cabrera's in there, I do like Cabrera. I like DJ, who's coming on strong. I don't mind those two. Glaber, I do like. Volpe, because leading off is going to get you at least 4 at-bats. Steals bases, too. I really like that. Rizzo's another one that you could be looking at here. And I believe Judge should be out. He can be activated on Tuesday, so I don't think he'll be in this game. I don't think he's even eligible for this game. I think he's first eligible on Tuesday. Flip side of that, the A's batters that have had success against Nestor. I mean, he hasn't seen him much. Jace is 1 for 2. Laureano's 0 for 1. Tony Kemp 1 for 4. Kevin Smith 0 for 2. So, honestly, I mean, not a ton of strikeouts. 11 plate appearances, 3 strikeouts. He's got double-digit strikeouts in his arsenal from last year. It depends on who he got. He did get lit up his last start. So I think people will kind of remember that recency bias. We'll remember that. So we're going to dig into that a little bit. I like Nestor. I don't really like JP Sears. You could throw JP Sears in GPP just because we know that the Yankees they can strike out, and their offense has been anemic for a while now. But if I'm taking one, I would take Cortez in cash or GPP, and then Sears is strictly GPP only for me. Cardinals at the Cubs is the next game. You got Mikolas versus Marcus Stroman. Mikolas, 124 plate appearances, 261 batting average, striking out 21.8%. Stroman, 121 plate appearances, 21.5 K percentage, 296 batting average. So looking at Mikolas' numbers, the batters that have had success, Ian Happ, 7 for 29 with 2 doubles. Patrick Wisdom, 2 for 10 with a home run. Wisdom's kind of slowed down a little bit from his hot start. I think he was the first MLB player this year to 10 home runs, and I think that was 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he only has 11 now, 11 or 12, so it's kind of really slowed down. His price, though, is still kind of up there on both sites. At least it was his last game. Nico Horner, 6 for 16, which I like at 375. Dansby, Barnhart, Hosmer all have home runs. Don't know if Hosmer is going to be even on the team since they called up Mervis on Friday or Saturday, so that's something to watch. So those are kind of some of the Cubs bats I would look at. And then the Cardinals bats, Stroman's given up almost a 300 batting average. So Goldie coming off 3 home runs on Sunday, 3 home runs against him. 8 for 18, 2 doubles, 3 home runs. So 5 of his 8 hits have been extra base hits, with 3 of those being home runs. Only 3 strikeouts. Love that. Think he's going to be super popular because he had 3 home runs yesterday. Nolan Arenado, 5 for 21 with a double. Nolan Gorman, if he plays, 4 for 12 with 2 doubles or 2 home runs. Tommy Edman, 6 for 14. I mean, he's given up some pretty nice amount of hits to this team. So absolutely all in on Gold. If I were to take a home run hitter and you're playing that contest, I would take Goldie in this one. So that's kind of the thought process of that game. Next game, White Sox at the Royals. Dylan Cease versus Greinke. As you know, take a pitcher against the Royals. Love it, especially in Kansas City. Love it. Dylan Cease, 89 plate appearances, 36 K percentage, 210 batting average. I'm taking Cease, and I'm taking the White Sox bats. I'm not looking at anything else. I'm not looking at the Royals bats that have had success against Cease. I'm taking Cease, and I'm taking these bats. Grandal, if he's in, 16 for 55. 3 doubles, 2 home runs, so 5 of his 16 hits have been extra base hits. Batting 291. Elvis Andrus, 11 for 32 with 3 doubles. Tim Anderson, I love those 3 right there. Love me some Andrew Vaughn, 3 for 8 with a double as well. So I am looking at a White Sox stack. It just depends on really, got to kind of wait till the lineup's out there to see who's going to be in there. You got the Dodgers at the Brewers. You got Tony Gonsolin versus Freddie Peralta. Gonsolin, 25 plate appearances, only a 0.045 batting average, striking out 28%. And then Peralta, 69 plate appearances, 133 batting average, 24.6 K percentage. So looking at this, honestly like both of these pitchers. I don't know with other pitchers, I don't know if I trust them in cash as much, but I definitely would be looking at GPP. if you want to see if there have been any bats that have had success, I would assume no, because .045 is minuscule. Looking at this, yeah, I mean, one hit and 22 at bats with 7 Ks, and that was Christian Yelich. So yeah, not much going on. And then same thing, Dodgers here. Hayward 1 for 14 with a double. Freeman 3 for 13 with a double and a home run. That's 231. Muncy 2 for 7 with a double and triple, 286. I don't mind. Yeah, if I were taking bats in this game, I would be looking at the Dodgers bats against Peralta more than the Milwaukee bats against Gonsolin. Astros at the Angels is next. Hunter Brown versus Patrick Sandoval. Now, Hunter Brown hasn't faced them before. The Astros, I believe, are 17-17. They haven't been 500 this late in the season since 2016. I know they're missing players. They're missing Altuve pretty bad. And then Sandoval, 58 plate appearances, 333. Honestly, I like Hunter Brown in this one because it's the Angels. I wouldn't be surprised if Hunter Brown blanks them somehow. But I would be looking at Hunter Brown. I am looking at the batters for Houston. Jordan, I know he's 2 for 11, but those 2 hits are home runs. Love him. I know it's a lefty on lefty. Doesn't matter to me. Maldonado, 4 for 10 with a home run. Alex Bregman, 3 for 8 with a double and a home run. Kyle Tucker, 5 for 11 with a double and 2 home runs. So those are basically the bats that I'd be looking at in this. Those 4 bats. It just depends if they're in there or not, which they should be, but definitely make sure that's definitely the bats I'm looking at in this game. Then you got the Rangers at the Mariners. You got John Gray versus Logan Gilbert. You got John Gray giving up in 104 plate appearances, 26 K percentage, 315 batting average. Logan Gilbert, 91 plate appearances, 22 K percentage, 256 batting average. I love the Mariners stack here against John Gray. So looking at the numbers, Pollock 10 for 28 with 6 doubles, which is pretty good. Eugenio Suarez 6 for 19 with 3 home runs. Love him. 316 batting average. Julio's 1 for 6, but that one hit was a home run. Jared Kelenic, who's been on fire, he's 2 for 4, batting 500. Both of those hits were home runs. Do love me some Mariners in this one against John Gray. Flip side of that, Texas bats against Gilbert. He's had, he's been okay against them. Adolis Garcia, 4 for 20, 2 doubles, a home run. Jonah Heim, 4 for 13, a double and a home run. Nate Lowe's 8 for 18 with 2 doubles. That's bad, 444. I don't mind Garcia, Lowe, Heim, Simeon. I know he's 1 for 14, but he's been on. Ezekiel Duran is a cheaper option. So is Bubba Thompson. Robbie Grossman, also cheap. Then you got the Marlins at the Diamondbacks. You've got Braxton Garrett versus Zach Gallen. I'm not looking at Garrett at all. 22 plate appearances, 250 batting average. I won't have any exposure to him, I don't think. Gallen, on the other hand, I'll have exposure to him. Cash, GPP, doesn't matter to me. 57 plate appearances, a 31.6 K percentage, a 125 batting average. Love me some Zach Gallen here. Yeah, I'm not even we can look at the bats, but I love this. In 60 at-bats, 21 strikeouts, 1 home run, 2 doubles. That's it. A 117 batting average against him. I'm all over Zach Gallen in this one. Probably my second favorite pitcher today. And then the last game, the Nationals at the Giants. You got Jake Irvin versus Anthony DeSclafani. DeSclafani, 12 plate appearances, 273 batting average, 8.3 K percentage. I do wish the K percentage was higher, but again, it's 12 plate appearances. Nationals are very hit or miss this season. DeSclafani's been pretty good, and it's in San Francisco. Sign me up for DeSclafani. Get that late night hammer in there. So there you go. Those are the pitching and batting breakdowns. If you're still here, hit that like button. If you have not, remember, we're trying to get 50. If we do, one lucky person is going to win, and you leave a comment, you're going to win a free month of MLB DFS plus sports betting. So what do we offer at FantasyTeamAdvisors.com? You can check it out. We got the articles here. You can hover over MLB. You got BVP matchups, stolen base targets, the cheat sheet. We've got betting now. So I'm going to show you most of this stuff. I've already got the cheat sheet ready to go for the most part. So I'm not going to show that, but we do have cheat sheet for you if you sign up. So these are basically, we went over the BVP, but this is in the chart form. So you can find this on the website, completely free. You got BVP overall. You can break it down by position as well, plate appearances, blah, 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 all the way through for BVP. Some people love BVP. Some people hate BVP. I completely get it. It depends on what side of the aisle you're on for that. Stolen base targets. Now, this is really good for if you're sports betting or you're into stuff like that. Does help for GPPs as well and building your DFS lineups. You can sort it through whether or not these are the stats through here. Then you've got the opponent pitcher, stolen bases allowed, and then historical matchups here. So you got all that information you can use there. Completely free. You got the cheat sheet, which I've already put out for today, so we're not going to look at that. The betting odds, these are all for Sunday. These have not been updated yet, but these you can find on the website. And you can, what we've done is we usually put this out and then sort it by implied runs to help you guys see, this team has implied this many runs. Let's stack this game or stack this team. So that's kind of help when you're building your teams. You got the ballpark ranking, or rating. So looking through this, what ballparks give up what you're looking at, weather concerns, pitchers, games played at said stadium, run totals. So if you want to see the stadium with the most amount of runs, being Kauffman Stadium. I love, like I said, stacking White Sox against Kansas City for sure. You can go all the way through this. Check that out. Another one is optimal stack. So this is just a chart breaking down what you should stack depending on how many games. So for instance, this is a main slate of 8 games. So if you're playing on DraftKings today, overall it's been 21% is a 5-2 stack, which is normal. Normally it's normal. And then same thing here, 38% is a 4-3 stack for 8 games. So that is historically winning large number field GPPs. You stack 4 on one team, 3 on the other. This is your homework. So I'd say, depending on what you play, let's say you play ones that have 150 entries. I know on Fanduel there's 150 entries on one, and then it's like a 5-cent entry. If you don't put 150 lineups in, put one 5-cent lineup in, whichever you choose, whether or not you use our lineups, our information, or your own, and then check the winner. I will almost guarantee that the winning lineup will have a pitcher, and then we'll have a stack of 4 on one team and 3 on the other. I will almost guarantee it. Actually, almost guaranteed. So check it out. Definitely look at that. That is definitely a thing. These stacks can help you out as well, so check that out. And then with MLB here, we do have Fanduel and DraftKings batter trends. So it looks at trends of the batter facing the same handedness of the pitcher, their last 50 at-bats, 100 at-bats, and 150 at-bats. So Goldschmidt against right-handed hitters, his last 50 plate appearances, his WOBA, ISO, walk, strikeout, and home run. So he had a pretty good one here, and then he went off for 3 home runs. And then you kind of see that's 50, and it's everyone. So then 100 at-bats and 150 at-bats as well. So if you want to look at that, his last 150 at-bat, or 100 at-bats against a right-handed pitcher, his numbers are pretty good. So these are, and the only difference is FanDuel DraftKings is it shows the salary. So this is out there. You can check out all of these at FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. If you found this at all helpful, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's make some magic. Let's bring home some bacon, guys. So that is what we're trying to do here. Bring these videos with as much information as we possibly can to break it down for you so you can focus on building lineups or checking out FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, hitting FTA Plus right here, bringing it down. You can get a monthly pass for $19.99, which includes DFS. You can get a monthly DFS plus sports betting for $39.99, or a lifetime pass for $4.99. We actually have a ton of lifetime passes. We've been around since 2014. Yeah, 2016 was our biggest year for DFS. We've been around. This website has been around longer than a lot of the other websites out there. The problem is it's a very small crew. There's 3 of us. I do most of the other stuff. The other ones are just helping out with DFS lineups. I do the projections, everything like that. The problem is we've been around almost longer than a lot of them. I don't have the money to throw in an optimizer. I don't have the money to advertise. It's expensive now, especially with Adpocalypse here on YouTube. So anytime you guys see an ad and you click it, that does help me out. Subscribe also helps me out. Signing up on the website helps me out. We also have our Cash App down below. People have donated, which was our tip or whatever you want to call it, which has been awesome. But yeah, just if you have any questions, let me know. Try to answer them. If there's other things you'd like to see in these videos, let me know down below as well. Or you can hit us up on Twitter at @advisors_team. So that's all I've really got for you. Good luck today, and as always, bring home that bacon. Peace.